guys, LookCatchu here. Today we'll be making cheese balls. But not just any cheese balls. Korean cheese balls. Oh, LookCatchu, what is the difference? Well, the Korean version is basically a poofy mochi donut hole with stringy cheese. The inside is light and airy. And let me tell you, once you pop, you can't stop. So stick around till the end and we can pop it in our mouths together. Now let's get Korean cheese balling. So my audition for America's Got Talent is today, and I heard the new judge replacing Simon Cowell is even tougher to please. Miku? I actually had the Titanic song prepared, but I think I'm gonna switch it up a bit. Miku is the best. She is amazing. She is the best doggo in the world. And the crowd goes wild. And it looks like I'm heading to the next round because I got awarded with the golden cheese? At least it's mozzarella, which is one of the best cheeses in the world. Cut them into cubes around 1.5 pinkies thick. Pinky size may vary, so it's around 2 centimeters. Set it aside as we prepare our dough. And we'll be using 2 types of flours. One is glutinous rice flour, aka mochi flour. This is what will poof up the balls and give us a nice chewy mochi texture. So it's one of the most important ingredients. Okay, the second is all-purpose flour, which can't be thrown at me because I will end up at the hospital if it was. We use AP flour to help balance the glutinous texture from the rice flour. Similarly to how I like to add dark chocolate to my chili. Please don't judge me. Anyways, grab your bag of glutinous rice flour. I like the ones that come in a green bag from Thailand. 1 cup of it will do. Balance it out with 2 tablespoons of AP flour with a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. And we need boiling water for later, so let's heat up some right now. Sprinkle 1 tablespoon of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And this bowl of ingredients is looking a little dry, so let's lotion it up with a tablespoon of softened unsalted butter. Pour in around 1/3 cup of super cool boiling water. Then we're gonna do a little mixy mix. You should have something that resembles a crumbly texture. And to form it into a solid dough, I'm gonna start kneading it with my hands. Now, depending on the brand of flours you've used, you may need to add in more hot water. Just make sure to add it 1 tablespoon at a time. And it should have a solid clay-like consistency. After a few minutes, you should have a nice dough. We're just gonna roll it into a snake and divide it into 12 pieces just because I want to make the great pyramid of cheese balls. Take a piece covering the rest with a wet towel and wet the piece of dough with a little more water, squishing it around your hands to hydrate it a little more, rolling it into a sphere and then flattening it between your palms until it's a little flat tortilla. Grab a cube of mozzarella and hug the cheese with the dough, pinching it like some chubby cheeks and molding it back into a sphere. Now these cheese balls have been trending recently in Korean fried chicken shops. However, they're basically a savory version of chepso donuts, which are sweet Korean donut holes filled with red bean. But who wants boring old red bean when all you need is cheese? Just kidding, I love red bean. Red bean stands, please don't come for me. After all your cheese balls are rolled out, fill a pot half full with oil and with the heat on medium, wait until it reaches around 300 Fahrenheit. Hurry! Plop in the cheese balls and they should be sinking to the bottom and then gradually sizzling. I'm gonna fry these for around 5 to 6 minutes or until golden brown. Now to make sure they cook evenly, unlike that tin of yours, I'm gonna constantly move them around. And as we wait for these bad boys to cook, here's a song dedicated to cheese balls. I love cheese balls. Cheese balls are so good. Cheese balls, a ball full of cheese. Don't eat too much though, or else you'll have high cholesterol. Once they're floating and look like golden little jiggly puffs, fish them out and place on a wire rack to cool. And oh, what time is it? ASMR time. Aren't these sounds just tingling your senses? And there we have it, cheese balls, Korean style. And before the cheese balls roll away, let's dig in. Alright, so this is the finished product, and I'm super excited. Alright, cheers. First bites for you. Nom nom nom. When you first take a bite, you get hit with that crispy crunch outer layer. Once you sink your teeth in, you hear a nice poof. And I let these cool quite a bit, so there unfortunately wasn't any cheese pull, but the cheese inside is delicious. The inside is nice and chewy. Outside super crunchy, exactly like a cheesy mochi donut. And I can see how these bad boys will taste so good with fried chicken. You know, you take a bite of your fried chicken, and then you take a bite of this. Alright, so this gets LookCatchu's stamp of approval. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post once a week. And I'll see you guys next time.